Hi, welcome to our quick tutorial about how to take outline notes. All right, and there's really I'm going to show you two possible ways to do this. One, which is what I do, and the other, which is a little more formal. So that first formal one is called a Harvard outline. That's the technical term for it, okay? And this, you might see, oh, hold on. Let's see here. There we go. This you might see a lot of times, for example, in ELA or something like that, if you're having to write a super formal outline. And that's the one where you'll have Roman numerals, capital letters, lowercase Roman numerals, and lowercase letters. Okay. And the idea here, right? So this is like your main idea, whatever it might be. This one's going to be an important detail. About that main idea, that's a key point. Okay, this will be a secondary detail. And this one is just kind of other information. So the important thing to remember about outlines is that the indentations matter, okay? It is a visual form of taking notes. So that level of indentation is what tells you how important the information is, okay? It's how I know what level that information is. And then, so this is all about the same idea, and then I would start over, right? And now I've got main idea number 2. And maybe for main idea number 2, right? I've got 2 important details, but no secondary details, and that's okay. You don't need all of this every time, right? Really, the only thing you need is the spacing. So that's a Harvard outline. And you can do it with the letters and numbers if you want to. Certainly not going to argue if you want to use your Roman numerals, right? Get some use out of that particular bit of learning. But the way I tend to take notes, which is a lot less formal, because outlining is how I take most of my notes, right? I use just a regular outline. And the important point here, like I said, it's the spacing. So I just use bullet points. I tend to use dots because I like dots, but you could really use any idea, right? And then it follows that same format. So it's still the spacing. The only difference is that I'm not using the letters and the numbers. Oops. That should say important detail. Okay. And you can have as many secondary details or as many important details, as many other information, bullets as you want. So the idea, again, sticking to the spacing. Right, and just like before, maybe I've got 2 here. Actually, let me do this to make that a little less confusing. So it is flexible in the sense of I can have as many important details, I can have as many main ideas as I want, as many secondary details or other information kind of stuff as I want for any given point. Not flexible, the spacing. The spacing matters. Okay. I use multiple colors just because it's easy then for you all to see the relationships. You can use multiple colors if you want to, but most of the time, honestly, I just use a regular pen. Whatever I happen to have at hand, a pen or a pencil, something like that, to take notes like this. So I want you to give this one a try. And just like the last one, we'll give it a try for a couple of weeks. And then I have a third method I'm going to teach you. And then after that, I'm going to let you do some picking and choosing. All right, go ahead, give it a try. Let me know if you have any questions or need any help, and I will see you in class.